So today we're going to have a little look at the keyboards, and we're going to learn how to name each of the notes on the keyboard or the piano, whatever you're looking at, so that when we are playing around making up songs and making music, we can look at the notes and look at what we're playing and write it down so that we can come back and look at it and play the same thing again if we want to, because we were able to write down what we played. So to start with, we're going to look at these white notes. So in music we have octaves, which is from A to G. So we don't go past G, we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and just keep repeating that over and over again. So on the keyboard or piano, one octave has 2 black notes and 3 black notes, and they keep repeating 2, 3, 2, 3. So this right here is one octave, so it goes from A to G, and then it repeats again, A to G, A to G, and that's lots of octaves. So with these white notes, we can learn which is which by either working it out from where it sits, what it sits next to, or we can start with one and figure out from our alphabet what comes next. So if we do it that way, we know that there's 2 and a 3, so there's 2 here, the one before it is always going to be a C. So if there's 2, this is a C. If there's 2 here, this is a C. If there's 2 here, this is a C. And every time you see these 2, the one before it is always going to be a C. And we can learn, after that, we can put it to memory. We can look at this 3, and we can just memorize that after the 3, it's always going to be a B. Before the 3, it's always an F. After the 2, it's always an E. We can memorize it like that, or we can just learn there's a 2 here, and this one before it's always a C. So we know our alphabet, we know what comes after C is D, what comes after D is E, what comes after E, F, G, and when we get to G we go back to the beginning at A. So E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and it keeps going, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it keeps repeating and repeating. So that's how you can work out these white notes over here. These black notes up top here are sharps and flats. So if you have a white note, the one above it is always going to be a sharp, and the one below it's always going to be a flat. So if this is G, the one above it is G sharp, and if this is G, the one below it is G flat. And so every black note you look at is a sharp or a flat, something that all can be both. So if you look at the D, this is D sharp. If this is an F, this is F sharp. If this is A, this is A sharp, and it works the same going backwards with your flats. So if this is B, this is a B flat. If this is a G, this is a G flat. If this is an E, this is an E flat. If this is a D, this is a D flat. So that's how you can work out what they're called. So the next step, if you want to make your music a bit more interesting and a bit more full, you can put your notes together like that. And instead of making up a melody with individual notes, you can put the notes together and roll them. And that will make your music a little bit more full. And you can figure out which notes you put together, because you can work out now, if I know that that's a C, what comes after C is a D. So this one's a D, this one A, B, C, that's an A. So I've got an A and a D and a C, D, E, F. What comes after F? F sharp. So I can look at those notes, and if I don't know that that is a D chord, I can write down which notes I played so that I know which ones to put together if I want to play it again. So go and have a play around and practice naming all your notes. Just remember, keeping in mind that your octave only goes up to G, then it goes back to A. And if you see a 2, that the one before it's always going to be a C. So remember that, and you'll be able to work out all the rest.